Hello friends, and welcome to another episode of the Figure Central. Today we're going to be looking at Sophia F Shirring. Let's get to it. By the way, if you are new to the channel, if you like what you see, please like, comment, and share, or even better, consider perhaps a small donation in the form of a subscription. That will help my channel out. I would really appreciate it. Pretty straightforward packaging. All right, so what do we got? We got an extra face, eyes are closed, instructions, how to remove the face, and it's you remove the hair and then you have access to the face. Hands and the tail. Comes with some artwork. That's cool. Another face. Two faces. Some weapons. The base, looks to be very intricate, and the figure itself with another face. So it's you're getting a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so 5 faces and an extra set of hands, so a total of 4 pairs. Cool. So let's I'm gonna go backwards when I normally go after the accessories first. We're gonna start with the figure first and then we'll go from there. So they did put tape on this stuff as well. Here. Okay. So the ears bend back. They don't seem to move left or right. Only forward and back. They did a fade job on the paint, so it's like brighter at the top and then it gets darker on the hair as it goes down. It's pretty cool. The ball joints on the arms here, the elbow. Tension feels pretty good. It's not too bad. When you do this, you are able to see into the socket there. So as far as posability, I mean, this is crazy. Look at that. Pretty flexible, but like any kind of flexibility comes at a cost. Obviously, this being able to see the joints is the sacrifice when you want to make something this flexible. I mean, the tension is there, but it feels like it's just a tad little too soft. And I say that because my concern is as time goes on, the tension normally on most action figures, it becomes looser. So again, it's hard. It's difficult to kind of have that tension. It's a little harder because then it gets softer. Essentially, the tension right now feels perfect. So my wondering is, as time goes on, will it get too soft and where it doesn't even hold its poses anymore? So that is the question whenever you do this level of tension. So another question is, can the figure stand up on its own without a stand? So that's a plus. Standing on its own. Okay, well, let's see how easy it is to replace the face. Pop right off. Easy. All right, now let's try to see how easy it is to swap a hand. So let's go with this one. So the material feels pretty soft. It came right off without me having to do anything. No heat gun was required. See how easy it is to put the other hand. That's a plus. So there's no need to use a heat gun. I mean, just pop right in. There was not much resistance. And the tension is right where it needs to be. It's not too loose. Like I mentioned, it just seems like every single one of the joints on this is just perfect. So that's awesome. So here's where you're gonna see, here's the little bunny tail. Okay, and then these little cords. So it looks like it's easier to first put these and then do the other one last. Okay. Okay, there it goes. All right, well, let's look at the rest of the accessories. So the two other faces. Okay. All right, well, let's look at the weapons here. It's two of them. No moving eyes here, everything has been fixed. So you have this expression, this one here, and this one here. Same ball joint design for the arms here. The head and the torso. So let's see how hard it is to make the swap. Pop it right out, no issues. Everything seems to be this very small ball joints. Not very big. Pop right in. And let's look at the torso here. Yeah, just pop right out. And this one does not seem to be going in as easily as the other ones. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just use the heat gun. Okay, so I got it in there. What I had to do is I had to flip it backwards. And it did not, you didn't hear a pop, it just kind of just feel it and it felt like it went in. But man, that is such a hassle. That is a no-no. I am not happy with having to do this much work trying to get a part swapped out, because that could, I can see it easily snapping as time goes on. Let's see how the guns work here. All right, and now let's look at the stand and see what these things are. So you get 2 of these. It's part of the stand. See her holding one of these. Here is this character next to the Patriot Studios Leon Kennedy. He's a lot smaller than that. 6 inches, 6.5 if you count the ears. And here she is next to a Todd McFarlane action figure. So there's definitely a huge size difference there. Alright guys, well that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for checking out my video. I hope that this was informational and helpful on whether you want to decide to pick this figure up. Overall, I think the design is great. I think they did a phenomenal job. No complaints there. The joints are, like I mentioned, perfect right where they need to be. My concern is as time goes on, will they still hold that same level of tension? And lastly, the only thing that I am mostly concerned about is this midsection torso there, and being able to swap out parts. It was very difficult to do that. I don't know if it was just the one that I got, but just something to keep in mind. Like I mentioned, the way that I did it is that I put it in backwards like this, and that allowed me to get it in there easier than trying to do it this way. So just something to keep in mind when you are gonna be using that extra torso, because like I mentioned, see, it just pops right in with the original one. There's not a lot of work. It just, the problem was with this extra torso. And I recommend removing the head whenever you do that, just to, you know, when you do that tension in there, that you don't end up breaking the neck joint. Just some things to consider if you decide to make this purchase. I am always a fan of original characters, so I think this definitely offers that. But I'm curious, if you have picked up this action figure, let me know below in the comments, see what you think. Action figure. So there's definitely a huge size difference there. Thank you so much for watching this, and you guys take care, and bye bye.